The Weight of Whispers, a title that evokes the silent, yet heavy burden that secrets can impose on our lives. Written by Dr. Phil McGraw, a renowned author and psychologist who delves deep into the human psyche. Have you ever carried a secret so heavy it felt like a physical weight on your chest? A secret that gnaws at your conscience, making every breath feel labored and every heartbeat a reminder of the truth you conceal? A truth so profound it threatened to shatter your world and the worlds of those around you. Imagine the fragility of glass, how a single crack can spread and eventually cause it to break. Such is the nature of a deeply held secret. This is a story about the burden of such a truth, a narrative that explores the emotional and psychological toll it takes on individuals. A truth that irrevocably altered the course of lives, including my own. It's about the moments of confrontation, the crossroads where decisions must be made, and the arguments that arise from hidden truths. It's a story about the complex interplay of loyalty, deceit, and the indelible power of honesty, even when it hurts. Loyalty that binds us to others, deceit that erodes trust, and honesty that, despite its pain, has the power to heal and transform. Through the pages of this book, Dr. Phil McGraw takes us on a journey of introspection and revelation. He invites us to reflect on our own lives, to consider the secrets we hold and the impact they have on our well-being. We see the spectrum of human emotions, from the joy of unburdening oneself to the sorrow of betrayal, the anger of deceit, and the relief that comes with truth. Each emotion is a testament to the weight of whispers and the power they hold over us. Ultimately, this story is about redemption and the healing power of truth. It's about finding the courage to speak up, to share our burdens, and to seek forgiveness and understanding. As we navigate through the complexities of our own lives, may we find the strength to lift the weight of whispers, to embrace honesty, and to walk towards a future unburdened by secrets. The Weight of Whispers is not just a book, it's a call to action, a reminder that the truth, no matter how painful, is always worth telling. A friendship forged. It all started innocently enough. We were two young couples, full of life and hope. We shared backyard barbecues, birthday celebrations, and the joys of watching our children grow up together. Our bond, or so I believed, was built on a foundation of mutual respect, trust, and shared dreams. Little did I know that beneath the surface, a storm was brewing, a storm that would leave devastation in its wake. Cracks in the facade. As time went on, I started noticing subtle changes in my friend's behavior. His once jovial demeanor became shrouded in a veil of secrecy. Phone calls were taken in hushed tones, and weekend trips, once a family affair, became solo excursions with vague explanations. My intuition screamed that something was amiss, but I brushed it off, clinging to the naive belief that our friendship was immune to such betrayals. The unveiling. Then came the day that changed everything. A chance encounter, a misplaced phone, a carelessly discarded note. The details are inconsequential. What matters is that the truth, like a tidal wave, crashed down upon me, washing away any semblance of the life I once knew. My friend, the man I considered a brother, was leading a double life, a web of deceit so intricate it made me question everything I thought I knew about him. I was caught in a moral maelstrom. Part of me wanted to confront him, to demand an explanation for the betrayal that gnawed at my soul. Another part, fueled by a misguided sense of loyalty, urged me to stay silent, to protect his secret and preserve the illusion of our friendship. The weight of my knowledge was suffocating, a constant reminder of the truth that poisoned every interaction, every shared laugh, every seemingly innocent gathering. After weeks of agonizing deliberation, I knew I couldn't bear the burden alone. The weight of the secret had grown too heavy, pressing down on my shoulders, making every breath a struggle. Each night I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, my mind racing with the implications of what I knew. The silence of the room was deafening, amplifying my thoughts until they were all I could hear. I had tried to convince myself that I could handle it, that I could keep it to myself and protect those I loved from the harsh reality. But deep down, I knew that was a lie. The truth was a living thing, writhing and twisting inside me, desperate to break free. The truth, like a caged animal, clawed at the bars of my silence, demanding to be set free. It gnawed at my conscience, a constant reminder that secrets have a way of coming to light, no matter how deeply they are buried. I could feel it in every anxious glance, every nervous habit that had taken root in my daily life. My hands trembled, my heart raced, and my mind was a whirlwind of fear and uncertainty. The longer I kept it inside, the more it consumed me, until I was a shadow of my former self. I knew that I couldn't go on like this, that something had to give. With a heavy heart, I confided in my wife, her shocked expression mirroring the turmoil that raged within me. The words tumbled out of me in a rush, a torrent of emotions that I had kept bottled up for far too long. She listened in stunned silence, her eyes wide with disbelief and concern. I could see the pain in her eyes, the way her mind raced to process what I was telling her. It was as if a storm had broken inside her, mirroring the one that had been raging within me. But even in her shock, she reached out to comfort me, her touch a lifeline in the chaos. Together, we sat in the dim light of our living room, the weight of the truth settling over us like a heavy fog. Together, we made the agonizing decision to confront our friends, to rip off the Band-Aid, and expose the wound that had festered in the darkness for far too long. It was not a decision we made lightly, but we knew that the truth had to come out, no matter the cost. We gathered our closest friends, the people we trusted most, and prepared ourselves for the difficult conversation ahead. As we approached them, our hearts pounded in unison, a shared rhythm of fear and determination. The room was filled with a tense silence as we revealed the secret that had been tearing us apart. There were gasps of shock, tears of betrayal, and moments of profound sadness. But there was also a sense of relief, a weight lifted from our shoulders as the truth finally saw the light of day. In that moment, we realized that while the storm had broken, we were not alone. We had each other, and together we could weather whatever came next. The aftermath was messy, a tangled web of hurt, anger, and recrimination. The confrontation was explosive, tears flowed, accusations flew, and the once unbreakable bond of friendship shattered into a million irreparable pieces. Their marriage, already hanging by a thread, dissolved under the weight of the revelation. The collateral damage was extensive, leaving a trail of broken hearts and shattered dreams in its wake. In the years since, I've wrestled with my conscience, questioning whether my decision to reveal the truth was the right one. The pain I inflicted, however unintentional, weighs heavily on my soul. But amidst the wreckage, I've come to realize that honesty, however painful, is always the better course. Secrets fester and grow, poisoning relationships from the inside out. Truth, on the other hand, has the power to heal, to rebuild, and to set us free. This is just one story, one man's journey through the treacherous terrain of betrayal. It's a path filled with unexpected twists and turns, where trust is shattered and hope seems distant. Yet, it's also a story of resilience, of finding strength in the most unlikely places. As he walks this lonely road, he reflects on the choices that led him here, the moments of weakness, and the glimmers of courage that kept him moving forward. And through it all, he discovers the redemptive power of truth. The truth that, no matter how painful, has the power to set us free. It's a beacon of light in the darkest of times, guiding us towards healing and redemption. The sunrise over the mountains symbolizes a new beginning, a fresh start where the light breaks through the dark clouds, offering hope and a chance to rebuild. But I know I'm not alone. In this vast world, there are countless others who have walked similar paths, faced similar challenges, and emerged stronger. Each face in the crowd has a story, a journey filled with its own trials and triumphs. The group of diverse people sitting in a circle represents the strength found in community, in sharing our stories and supporting one another. There are countless others out there carrying similar burdens, wrestling with similar dilemmas. They gather in support groups, share their worries, and find solace in knowing they are not alone. The act of journaling alone becomes a powerful tool for reflection and healing, a way to process the pain and find clarity amidst the chaos. If you're reading this and see a reflection of your own story, know that your experiences are valid. The person looking at themselves in the mirror is a reminder that self-reflection is crucial. The letter and photograph symbolize the memories and moments that shape us, the pieces of our past that we carry with us. Please know that you're not alone. Share your story, seek support, and connect with others who understand. The hugs in the support group, the conversations with a therapist, and the heart-to-heart talks over coffee are all ways to find connection and healing. These moments of vulnerability and openness can lead to profound growth and understanding. And remember that even in the darkest of times, when it feels like the storm will never pass, there is always a glimmer of hope. The person sitting alone in the dark, the stormy weather, and the tears shed on a bench are all part of the journey. They are the moments that test our strength and resilience. The human spirit has an incredible capacity for resilience and growth. Just as the sunrise brings a new day, we too can find new beginnings. Planting a tree symbolizes growth and renewal, while running through a field with arms outstretched represents the freedom and joy that come from overcoming our struggles. Your story matters, and by sharing it, you can inspire others to find their own path to healing and resilience.